Hello everyone, this is Sir Dr. K, aka Steven, and today I'm going to be taking you, and whoever else you might have with you, on a little tour of my Minecraft base. This is a base that I've been working on and off for about 6 months or so. We've had this server for about 6 months, and yeah, this is the base that I've come up for it. It's all in survival, as you can see pretty soon. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. But before we get to that, you're probably wondering why my armor and my... Ooh, did a sneak peek of my base. Why my armor and the grass and whatnot is looking the way it does. And that's because I'm using PureBDCraft instead of the default resource pack. I'm using PureBDCraft 128X with more 3D blocks and more 3D items on top of that. So if you wanted to check it out, the link will be in the description below so that you can check out BDCraft. I quite like it, which is why I use it. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the full base. And there it is in all its glory. I don't know what to call this base, but I feel like it ought to have a name. First thing you're probably going to notice is that massive, and I mean massive, Stormtrooper helmet right there. That's a little thing that I built in honor of episode 7 coming out last month, and I'm in no rush to take it down because I think it looks pretty cool. Now, disclaimer, I actually have not seen the movie yet, so if you want to call me a slacker in the comment section down below, you wouldn't be wrong. Now, besides that, we've also got my Minecraft initials right there, just, you know, right in plain view for everyone to see in a good old-fashioned orange wool. And we've got plenty of these things. Those are redstone lamps. It's an unfamiliar texture pack for most of you, so you're probably wondering, those are redstone lamps. They're probably one of my favorite textures in all of BDCraft. Just look at them. They're just so cool. But here we have some pressure plates hooked up to a 4x4 vault door through a T flip-flop. Links to all of the relevant stuff will be in the description below. Over here, we have basically the same thing. You'll also notice we've got the same design on the inside as we have on the outside. Same goes for all the other walls. The other walls have this sort of wood design. You'll notice it's the same on the inside and the outside. This is the only side that I've done anything outside of the big old wall on. I've just fenced this area off at some point. I expect to bring in some animals for it, and I have a little horse testing, or horse jump testing area over there, from which I have determined that my daily driver horse, this diamond armored horse right here, can jump 5 blocks high, which is pretty fantastic. Oh, got him in the middle of a jump right there. Now over here you can see I've got this massive tower, and if you come at it from inside the wall, you can actually get inside the tower here. This thing right here is just relatively simple, inverted signal going into the pistons. Over here, you can see all the redstone sorcery behind the 4x4 vault door. You can also see something up there. I'll get more into that a bit later. If we head up here, then we've got a little bit to show off. We've got these 1x2 flush piston doors. When this closes, you can see that is completely flush. The only sign that you have that there's a door there is that little button, and both the pressure plate and button are hooked up to a relatively short pulse extender, so you hit the button and then a couple seconds later it closes right back up. I actually just cut a 2x2 flush piston door design in half to make what I use on all of my towers. All of the redstone in the towers and in the walls is essentially identical across all of them. Now, you can see we are now on top of our front wall, and it is nighttime, so it's not, well, if there were monsters spawned yet, it's just getting to be nighttime. If there were monsters, we could snipe them, but we can't. So maybe we'll just take a nighttime selfie with our Stormtrooper helmet right here. I bet that'd be pretty fun. Oh yeah, that was definitely fun. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's just head back here and go up a little further. And you can see here we have a state-of-the-art wooden trapdoor right here, and we are now at one of the highest points in our base. This right here is 20 blocks above first floor level and walkway level. Our walls are 10 blocks high, so that's 10 above walkway and first floor level, and thus this area in here is also 10 above that. You can also see our beacons all the way down there. We're gonna take a closer look at those a bit later. But that basically does it for the outside. Let's actually get inside this little house type thing. First floor is pretty straightforward. We got some storage. We have also got some other stuff that I will show you guys a little later, after we show you my bedroom with spare suits of armor, spare swords, and spare other equipment, and more other equipment. Yes, I have a lot of equipment, and it is glorious. Up here we've got enchanting, brewing, and nether warting for enchanting, or brewing. I can't speak, in case you couldn't notice. Then up here, we are on the kind of roof of this place, and we're just looking out. My base actually has quite a few spots to look out, which would be really handy if I actually did any looking out. I mostly just, wander around and do some stuff. I don't do much sightseeing. But anyway, now we are back here, and let's flick this lever. You'll notice nothing happens inside here, but out here, these redstone lamps are off, which is an indicator that this door is locked. These pressure plates will do nothing. You can do whatever you want. You can have a dance party on here, and they're not going to open. And that's done by just locking the T flip-flop in, I think, the unpowered state, because this particular door design, when it's unpowered, it is closed, and when it is powered, it is open. That's just how that works. Depending on the door design, you would have to lock it in a different state. Here, we have an unsuspecting button right near our chests. Wonder what this could be. And it is a hidden crafting table, which is, if you ask me, it's pretty fantastic. It means we don't have any ugly crafting tables cluttering up our main storage area, and indeed our main floor. And, we can have this nice design, pop out a crafting table when we need it, and pop it back when we're done. And that's what I've done in all of the corners. But what about this one? I don't really have... Okay, these chests, I recently added them because this area is getting kind of full in some regards. But this button, same place, but it goes into a hidden stairway, which then comes around here and brings you into this underground area, which is a relatively recent addition to my base. So I don't really have anything here, but I do expect that at some point I'll probably put a massive automatic sorted storage system around here, and also possibly some automated farms for sugarcane, melons, pumpkins, that sort of thing. Down here, we've got a bit that I'll get to later, but I'm thinking off of here I'll probably do a little vault for all my valuables, protected by 4x4 vault doors and combination locks, which are pretty darn cool. But then if we head down here, then we've got this little quick drop that brings us right down to y=11. This is the level that I like to do my mining on. You can see I've got some mining tunnels going off here, and this whole area is cleared out to the center points of all my towers. You can see over here we've got 2 beacons as well. These are the 2 beacons that were in the tower that I showed you, and this is our little pyramid, our diamond-shaped pyramid, which can accommodate up to 13 beacons. So yeah, I'm pretty set when it comes to beacons, although it will require a bit of tweaking up there to allow some of the beacon placements to see daylight. And then of course we've got the 2x2 beacon structure in the center, and then we've got these little minecart things, which if we hop on here, we get a handy storage minecart. We can put, say, for example, a stack of iron blocks in there. And then over here we have the same thing, but for regular minecarts, which actually is self-refilling. When we get up to the top, we're going to have a cactus break the minecart, and then it puts it into a dropper that automatically sends it back down. Over here, the storage minecart comes right over here, where you can see we have some hoppers that take those items over there into an elevator that's a bit noisy, but then it puts them into this chest. And it's relatively lossless, but it is actually kind of expected to get a couple items stuck in the system. You can see we've got one item stuck in the system, but if we just put a few more through the system, then that should clear it out quite nicely. And there we have it. Our chest, our minecart, and our block of iron. And yeah, that just about covers what I've got in my base so far. If you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. Also, let me know what you think of this base and the video in general in the comments section down below. And feel free to share it with anyone who you think might enjoy this video as well. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and this is Sir Dr. K signing off.